Hi everybody. If you're wondering, it's not 7 o'clock yet, it's 5 o'clock here in Florida. And it is Friday evening. Normally I'm doing these at 7 p.m. But I actually have a function to go to this evening, which has been the first one in months. So I didn't want to miss that opportunity. And also, excuse me, frog in my throat. And also, it is the full moon tonight, and it is the, I think, strawberry full moon in Sagittarius, partial eclipse. So there's a lot going on, and of course there's a lot going on in the world, and I did not want to miss this opportunity. So hopefully you caught the message earlier today that I would be on at 5, and if not, I'm going to set this meditation to repost at 7. So hopefully it'll pop up again at that time, and it will have been recorded for that at that time. But it's still going to be the same energy. It's still going to be, so if it's 7 o'clock and you're listening to it and you're like, darn it, I missed it live, it's all quantum. It's all in the same time. It's all happening, and you were meant to listen to it at the time that you are listening to it. So whether you're catching it live at 5 or you're watching it later at 7, or even on another day or year from now, the energy is still there. The healing is still there. Hi, Renee. Renee said she would be here tonight. She caught the early call, and so did Stan. Hi, Stan. And I have a camera tonight. On Monday, my screen went black, totally black. Kind of ironic, maybe not. Interesting. To think about that one. But you were all able to see me, and it recorded just fine. And today I have the camera, so far it looks like everything is good to go. So we will be doing this evening, and the full moon, I just want to take a minute while people are going, oh my gosh, she's live, let's log on or whatever, just getting on and getting settled. But I do want to mention just a few things about the full moon in Sagittarius. So full moons, of course, come every month, every 4 weeks, and the full moons are always about ending or completing something. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be an end per se, but a completion for sure. So whatever it is that you would like to get rid of and not continue on into the next 4 weeks, the full moon is always a good time to do that. And just by joining the meditation tonight, you can set your intention on whatever that is that you want to let go of, whatever that is no longer serving you, that you want to end, or something that you've been working on very diligently and you want to see it come to completion. And the reason that it is really important, actually, now more than ever with everything going on, is there's some other planetary alignments that are happening that started in April of 2019 and continued through April of 2020, but are really, the energy is rolling forward for a few more months. And that alignment, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which planets they are, I think Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto or something like that, have been directly aligned. And that is completing a 35-year cycle. So whatever you want to leave behind, whatever did not work for you, whatever you outgrew that was going on the past 35 years, whether it's belief systems, whether it's thoughts, actions, how you relate to others, the job that you're having, the relationship that you're having, the place that you're living, wherever it is, it doesn't mean that it was bad for you, but it could have been. And definitely if it's been toxic for you, it's time to dump it. But although it could just be something that you've outgrown as well, and say it served me very well then, it's not serving me going forward. and we want to make that clean cut. And there may be like clean cut like cold turkey, but there may be a little, you know, trickle effect of that. The full moon in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is all about learning and studying and getting more knowledge. So this full moon is going to say, you're leaving behind something, you're completing something, you're ending something. What else do you need to learn? What else do you need to study? What else do you need to dive deeper into, either to make that completion or that ending happen, or to set you up for going forward? So it's a time of study, it's a time of diving deeper, and it could even be diving into, what can I do with everything that's going on right now? What can I do? So it may be studying the different groups that you can get involved in, the different things that you can do if you want to take a more active role. So the full moon in Sagittarius is going to help you with that. So don't go, I don't know where to start. Set your intention. You want to complete, you want to end, you want to study, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to begin something new, leave the old behind, and start not necessarily fresh, but better with the things, how you want to be, how you want to see things, how you want things to go, and believe that they are happening and they will manifest. So that was just a quick little tutorial. There's a whole lot more about this strawberry moon, full moon in Sagittarius with the lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse. And if you want to know more, check out Astrology Wonder Girl. She's on YouTube and she's amazing. She puts out full moon and new moon videos, and she gets a lot more in depth than I do. So you can learn more about that. So for tonight, we're going to be doing the same thing, of course. We're going to be taking a couple of deep breaths together, setting your intention, whatever that may be. I'm going to read a prayer, decree for Earth and her nations. I think it's time we read that one again. And then the crystal bowls I'm going to play, and then I'll pull 2 cards. One from the Angel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and the other one from the Fairy card deck by Karin K. I like to do the fairies on Friday. This is a very fun deck. And it always has a very nice uplifting message. So whether you believe in fairies or not, or you believe in angels or not, the messages are still very, very lovely and kind, and usually resonate with most people. So whatever you believe or disbelieve, you may want to just come with an open heart for that and just hear the messages. And if not, you can tune out after the meditation, okay? It's all up to you. So right now, if make sure you're in a comfortable position. We're going to start in a few moments. And if you are sitting, it's nice to have a comfortable position where your spine can, not like I'm straightening up, where your spine can be as straight as comfortably possible. So when you're breathing in the energy and you're breathing in the light, it can come into the crown of your head, go down your spine, up down to the sacral area, your tailbone, and then back up and out, and it makes that nice, easy flow. If you're laying down, if you're having dinner, if you're, wherever you are, hopefully you're not driving home from work and you have it on your phone. You can be listening to the crystal bowls. This is very relaxing. We don't want anybody to be lulled into a position they don't want to be in. Anyway, we won't even go there. So, and the other thing actually, before we take that deep breath, the other thing I wanted to say is a lot of people are, I'm hearing they're kind of frustrated because they don't know what they can do to help the world. And just by tuning in, you are helping. Because everybody who joins on here, everybody who sets their intention, everybody who wants to go within and make themselves better, and when we do it collectively, it grows exponentially. So if you're sitting there and meditating or praying or setting your intentions on your own, that's very powerful. But when you do it in the collective energy of others, if it's just 2 people, it doesn't double, it quadruples. And if it's 4 people, it doesn't go times 4, it goes times 64. It gets exponentially bigger. So the more that we can do this and join in, the more that we actually are doing something to help. And it's not passive, you are actively participating in that. So thank you for joining. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths in. And when you take that deep breath in, you want the abdomen to expand so the lungs can fill with air. And then when you breathe out, you want to gently push it back because it should be nice, easy in and out flows. And to let the abdomen push on the lungs and help to expel the air. So go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together. So you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold for a second. And out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold for a second. Out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. Deep, deep, deep. Hold. And expel it all out through the mouth. You can either continue with the deep breathing or return to your normal breath. If you find your mind wandering during the meditation, go back to the breath. This is from the Prayers to the 7 Sacred Flames, Decree for Earth and her Nations. In the full power and authority of my God presence, I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their beings and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against any of God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal victorious light of God illume and lead the way for every soul evolving everywhere on the planet. We consciously accept this manifest now in full power, according to God's holy will and purposes. And so it is, beloved, I am. when you're ready, there's no hurry. I'm going to read a couple of cards, so take your time. You want to start feeling your way back into your physical body. Maybe do that by making some subtle movements. Maybe stretching your fingers and toes. If you were lying down, maybe rolling over to your side. When you're ready, you can open your eyes if you had them closed, or you can keep them closed. Now you just saw me shuffle these cards really well, right? Okay, this is the third time in 2 weeks. We got this card last Monday and Friday, and now we're getting it today. Divine Order. Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. They really want us to get this message. Everything is how it needs to be right now. It may not be how you want it to be. It may not be how you desire it to be. And it's certainly not the final outcome of things. But it's how it needs to be right now. People are waking up. Sometimes it takes a harsh reality to do so, but it's happening. So just keep in mind, don't get frustrated, aggravated. Don't get pulled into the fear and the anxiety of what's going on right now. This is the way it has to be, but this is not the way it's always going to be, okay? It's going to get better and better and better. They can't make it any more clear. 3 out of 4. It's incredible. Okay, so now we've got, oh my goodness, what are the odds? Somebody's a mathematician out there can figure out what the odds of that are. How many cards are in that deck? It's a 45 card deck. Okay, let's see what the fairies have to say. Might be that card. I think it is that card. Okay. We've seen this one before too. Precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. It's a beautiful card. She's sitting there, she's got a hat on. There's an owl in the background, which actually means learning. Owl is a symbol of learning, and that's what the full moon in Sagittarius is about learning. So don't waste your time, precious time. So that's, yeah. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So don't waste your time in fear and anger and stress and attacking others and saying their view is wrong and your view is right. Stop, 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 stop. We're all individuals. There's 7 billion people on this earth. We all have our own point of view. Don't waste your precious time on that, okay? You're not going to convince anybody else. Just see in your heart the way you envision the world to be and go there, okay? That's where you want to put your precious time. That's where you want to put your precious energy, into the way you want things to be. Not in fighting in fear, but use it for something good. Everything is in divine order. Don't waste your time and don't waste the time of others, okay? Let's all get along. Let's all work for the collective good. We all want the same things. Let's not waste that time, okay? Love you guys. Be back on Monday at 6 o'clock. I had to think. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and we'll see you all then. Bye-bye.